Welcome to the Man Crap Show, coming at you live from the Blackout Tent Company studios. Man Crap! What's up, suckers?
What's up?
What's up? Got Mike Christopher in studio tonight.
Hanging out?
Hanging out. Talking about Rivergate.
What are you talking about? What is that place?
Yeah. We don't know nothing about Rivergate.
Man, Rivergate. It's a deep subject right there.
It is. We got a lot to talk about.
I know we're going to have a lot of commenters tonight.
Yeah, we are.
We got to get this stuff going.
Yeah. So, Mike Christopher is a Rivergate OG. You guys out there that think you're Rivergate OGs, Mike Christopher is a Rivergate OG.
I ain't one of the originals, but I'm original Gilletsfield.
Original Gilletsfield.
Yeah, I'm a early '80s, mid '80s cruising guy.
Yeah.
There's a whole group that come in there before us, and you know.
So who are they? Give me some names.
I don't know none of them old guys. Might know a few of them, but I ain't naming no names tonight.
Okay.
So
the cruise this Friday night is going to be fucking epic.
Yes,
it's going to be epic.
I've been watching the list on the Facebook page, and I see a lot of names that I recognize, and I hope half the people that I see on there are going to show up.
Yeah, it's going to be, man.
Now that the mall has said, y'all come on, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. They wasn't going to be able to stop it, and I think they realized that.
Well, it'd be bad press if
it would. It would be bad pub. It would be bad pub for them.
Yeah. Pub, press,
pub. Yeah, whatever.
I think Nick Myers, he was on that shit. So,
yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be, man.
Once it made the news, it was like, this is going to look bad for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so when did you start cruising the mall, Mike?
I probably started cruising the mall around 1980.
80?
Yeah, 80, 81,
Yeah.
I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
I was riding. I mean,
yeah.
But when I really started just cruising the mall was probably 83, you're 16, you get your first car.
What was the car?
Oh, dude. I had the first one was a 63 Plymouth Valiant that was 3-speed on the column.
Okay.
And it was a big turd.
Okay.
I had a lot of big turds.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, a lot of people had big turds back then.
They did. That's what I keep saying, man. Like, everybody had turds back then. Like, my shit was shit. But now, when we cruise the mall this week, you're going to see some hot rods. I mean, everybody's going to have nicer cars. We all got more money. I mean, it's just going to be better, man.
Well, I mean, nowadays, if you drive through the high school parking lot, you see cars that are nicer than what I drive every day. And kids didn't really have that then. When we were young, you got hand-me-downs, or you worked your ass off to get something just to have to go somewhere. What was your first car, Jeff?
I had a 83 Ford Ranger, baby blue. I cruised them all that. And then after that, I had an 85 5.0 Mustang. white. Cruising mall now.
Nice.
Yeah. But I was mostly a passenger because I didn't want to drive because I knew I was going to get fucked up. I didn't want to drive. So I had fuckers come picking me up, you know.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. I didn't want to drive because I knew I was going to be drinking.
I made a lot of laps with other people too.
Yeah.
Probably the vehicle I made the most laps around driving myself at the mall was I had an 80 model Toyota pickup.
Okay.
2-wheel drive, slammed, bright red, had big old chrome Keystone wheels.
There you go.
Yeah. It was a.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't cool.
Oh, you was cool.
I thought I was cool.
You was cool. You was cool, Mike.
No, man, that's like when that was like when Back to the Future came out, and then the Toyotas, everybody all of a sudden, everybody all of a sudden had these big Toyotas on 40-inch tires.
Yeah. I hated those Toyota boys. I was jealous.
I was jealous.
Yeah, those big Toyota boys, man. I was like, fuck, man, those Toyota trucks.
Yeah.
Scott Laughlin had one of those.
Yeah. Kyle Malone had one of them. He cut the damn roof off the damn thing.
No, that was Patrick.
Yep. No.
Yeah, Patrick.
Was it Patrick?
Yeah, Patrick. He had a 2-wheel drive, and then he turned it into a 4-wheel drive, put zebra stripes on it.
Yeah, bought a brand new truck and took the cab off and put it on an old truck. And then out in the backyard, he cut the roof off with a plasma cutter.
Yeah. Oh, man, that dude. Woo, man, those Malone boys. Woo.
I don't know what to think about them.
They were buck wild.
Damn, I was naming names.
Yeah. I said we weren't going to name names.
I hope they're listening.
Maybe.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
The mall was a good place. It brought it just wasn't some place to hang out. It was a place that brought communities together.
It did.
I went to Gillisville and I went to Whites Creek both.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had people from Madison,
Yep.
Springfield, Greenbrier, Hendersonville, Gallatin.
Yeah. I mean, people drove from everywhere. People drove from everywhere to come to Rivergate.
Yeah, man. Everybody come out there and cruised and hang out.
Yeah.
I met so many people, and I keep in touch with some of them still today that I met that, I met at the mall.
Yeah. Now, I got a buddy that came here today, bought a shirt, drove from Kentucky, come cruise Rivergate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was the meeting place.
It was our gathering place, man. It was our social media back then. Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Even before we cruised, man, good Friday or Saturday night, man. Your parents wanted to go somewhere, they bring you out there in the mall, just drop you off. Say, well, be back at 10. We'll see you then.
That's it. Yeah, I made a lot of laps inside that mall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just walking around.
Old barrel of fun.
Yeah. Oh, God. Man, I got a story about the barrel of fun, man.
We can hear about the barrel of fun.
All right. So we're in there and watching somebody play the game. And I turned around and looked. There's some old pervert in there playing with himself with a rock hard boner, playing with himself. I'm like,
he was having a barrel of fun.
Man, that motherfucker was like straight pervert. Never forget it, man. I was like, damn, this motherfucker is straight up just in here, just watching these kids. I just couldn't believe it, man. I'll never forget it, man. It was like, this motherfucker. Yeah. So right there in the middle of the barrel of fun, just with a rock hard woody straight down his leg, just rubbing it. Rubbing it out.
Traumatized.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't know if it traumatized me or not, but damn. That motherfucker was straight in there just rubbing it.
Just wanted to go over to him and say, hey, dude, you need to go over to Spencer Gifts and get the back part.
That motherfucker's eyes
back in there.
That motherfucker's eyes. I'll never forget that motherfucker's eyes just big around. Just fucking rubbing that shit like that. Damn, I was like, fuck. Yeah, man. Crazy.
It's enough visual.
Yeah. So what was the fucking the record store that was right across the street? Right across
in McKendree Center?
No. Across from the Barrel of Fun. Camelot. There was a record store.
Yeah, there was. It might have been Camelot.
Yeah.
I remember you had like the Barrel of Fun, and then right beside it was like Past Pets going up that hill.
Yeah, Past Pets was right there on the corner. When you came in the door, it was Past Pets, and then it was the Barrel of Fun, and then there was a record store. The record store changed names a couple of times.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was, though.
And down there past it on the left was like a restaurant and an ice cream store.
Yeah.
What was that restaurant? Was it
El Chico.
El Chico? No,
That
that
was
was
up
going
on the left.
Yeah, that was inside the
It was up
mall.
on the
It
left.
wasn't out on the outer corner. It was inside.
Yeah. I can't remember what the restaurant was.
Well, some of them restaurants out there we used to have them. Awesome.
They were.
I had a Safaris,
Oh, Safaris was the shit, boy.
dude.
Yeah, I remember Safari.
Me and my old buddy Dave Bankley was in there one night when we was young, and they had that big giant
Sam
fish.
Goody.
They had that big giant fish tank, right? And he thought he was being cute, and he's throwing popcorn up there. He's throwing popcorn in there,
Okay.
feeding them fish.
Yeah.
Well, all of a sudden, one about 10, 11 inches long come up there and hit that damn piece of popcorn. It come all the way out onto the floor,
Oh, shit.
and it's done.
Done.
Yeah. Needless to say, we got escorted out of there. Funny thing, a couple of years later, Dave ended up being a bartender there.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
I don't think he told that story.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, the food court back then, they had Petros. They had the hot dog on a stick. Orange Julius. I mean, it's just like, man, those were some great times, man.
Orange Julius.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell, at one time it was either Walgreens or there was a store across from Walgreens in the mall that had a whole, like, the old-fashioned food counter where you could go in there and sit on the stools up at the counter.
I don't remember that. I was a kid back. I don't remember that. But I mean, I've been going to that mall since I could remember, but I don't remember that.
And you'd always walk in there and you'd smell that damn sausage place. What was that called? Where they sold sausage and cheese and Hickory Farms or something.
I do remember that. We go and buy the sausage.
I know somebody's gonna comment and know what it is.
Yeah. Somebody will.
Had summer sausage and cheese, and they always had samples.
Tower Records.
Somebody
comment Tower Records. Yeah, it was Tower. So the guy that owned the tobacco store came in and bought a shirt the other day. Remember the tobacco store that was in there?
Mm-hmm.
Sat right on the corner, right there where Santa Claus.
J.C. Penney's right in the corner there.
Yeah, right there by J.C. Penney's. I remember we used to go in there and buy clothes, cigarettes.
I remember doing that.
Yeah. Buy clothes, cigarettes. Yeah, he owned that. He came in here. We talked and shit, you know. Yeah, good times, man. Damn, made a lot of laps around that fucking mall, boy. Chasing girls. Golly.
They didn't. Yeah, chasing girls and
Hickory Farms.
Hickory Farms.
That's it.
Who said that?
Tommy Young.
Way to go, Tommy Young.
Tammy
Young.
Yeah. Hickory Farms.
She got a good memory.
Oh, Lisa even said it. Lisa, my beautiful wife, Hickory Farms. The originator of the cruise is here. Is in here.
She's hanging on there.
She's hanging in. She's here. Yeah. The apple dumpling place. Chick-fil-A was in the mall.
I'm gonna pull this one back a little bit
Okay.
because Jeff didn't know about it, but across from Sears, the movie theater there,
Okay. Yeah.
at one time in the parking lot, to the right of it, like going towards Target, there was a post office, like a drop-off where you could just drop off stuff. And that was like all of us old Goodlettsville people. That was our parking lot. You know, that's where everybody hung out there. And you get run off. We'd roll over to the plaza, right through the plaza. When nothing happening there, you go over to the lake, cruise Old Hickory Dam. You could usually sit out there for quite a while before Metro showed up, and they'd just, you know, just get out of here, go on. Then we go back to the mall, and it was like a trifecta all night long. You just hit one after the other, till finally you'd find out somebody was having a, you know, a get together, or a party or something. You'd head on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember that. So I say I'm a Rivergate OGer, but I don't remember that. I don't remember that. I'm eating crow.
They had a damn photo booth out there too, where you could pull up and just
right out there in the parking lot.
Yeah, where like a little thing, and some guy sitting in it all damn day long.
Where you get your film.
Yeah, you drop your film off, and they develop it for you, and you can come back and pick it up.
Yeah, good times, man. So, Europa.
Dude.
Europa. Oh, man, I rode Europa.
You get off now.
You ride too much.
No, it wasn't. It was like a Middle Eastern guy.
Yeah,
you know, I ain't got that accent, but he would run us out of there, man. He'd see us coming, and he'd eagle eye you watching you out there on the track, man, and run us off. But he'd let you come back. He'd take your money, but if you get out, you know, it's like you're out.
Yeah. Oh man. What was next to it? There was a restaurant next to it.
That was Safari's.
Safari's, that's right. Yeah. Safari's.
Safari's was there, and I don't remember what was on the corner. It might have been some kind of gas station where Walgreens is now.
What was right there on the corner? Golly, I can't remember, man.
I don't know. That whole area is just like everywhere else, you know. I mean, it's all changed.
Yeah. But I remember Pargo's, and man, that was a great restaurant. We talked about this last Friday night, me and you and Trinity, and we were trying to fucking, you know, put it all together, what was out there.
Dude, I can remember early Rivergate up there where, you know, everybody last year got all excited.
Major Wallabies.
Yeah. Everybody got all excited last year when they said, "Oh man, we're getting a Whataburger. We're getting a Whataburger at Rivergate."
Yeah.
There was one there in the 70s. It's up there where Flower Express is.
Yeah. I heard that. I don't remember it, but yeah.
Yeah. And you know, there wasn't that back in the day, man. There wasn't wasn't really a whole lot of restaurants out there. I mean, there was where Hooters is. There was a Mexican place.
Okay. Yeah.
And down there, like where the Whataburger is now, it was like a big smorgasbord or something.
Yeah.
And
was there a Bonanza out there or some shit?
I don't. It was some country smorgasbord or something.
Yeah.
And then Red Lobster had always been there. I think that had been out there forever.
Yeah, it's an eyesore now.
Is it still open?
Oh, Lisa, she said she worked at Flower Express.
I worked for Flower Express. Ed.
Do you remember Ed? What was the big steakhouse? Almost where McDonald's is. Mom and Dad took us there all the time.
Oh, that was.
They had some steak and sliced almonds. On it, I think.
Wasn't a peddler, but it was steak and ale.
Was it steak and ale? I think there may have been a steak and ale.
It was steak and ale.
Yeah.
There was always some.
It is going to be a great time,
dude.
Lisa said steak and ale. There was a steak and ale
over there where about that same
time.
Derek.
Derek.
I don't know. I worked for Ed. I used to take my vacation from Tennessee Speed Sport on Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, and I'd go deliver flowers for them for one day, and make like
stupid money. Yeah.
But yeah, over there where Family Billiards was at one time, it was the Brass A, and before the Brass A, it was called King's Table, and it was a restaurant.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I just remember Family Billiards.
Oh, dude, that was
I don't even remember Brass A. That was way before my time.
That's 4 years.
See, I don't guess I'm a Rivergate OG.
I wasn't much on the Family Billiards. We was always a Gameland crew.
Jolly Ox. What is that? Lacey, you don't know. Jolly Ox.
Let me hear some of the Gameland crew in there.
Yeah. Gameland.
I mean, Gameland was the ultimate meeting place.
It was, man. Golly.
We, parking lot would be so full you'd have to pull over to Crystal's, and then they get bitchy about it. We're gonna tow people.
Yeah. There was a KFC back there too behind.
Yeah. Or you could park over there in that like business complex and walk up that little hill.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Spent a lot of time at Gangland. When I was younger though, it was Family Billiards. But when I got old enough to drive, it was Gangland. Before I could drive,
I don't know. Family Billiards always was like it seemed like that was like all the Hendersonville people like to hang out there. We didn't ever hang out much at Family Billiards. We was always at the Gangland.
I was a Family Billiards guy.
Yeah, you kind of look like one.
You were like, those guys are gay.
I'm glad we're cool enough to hang out together.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Gaddy's was over there.
Yeah, Mr. Gaddy's.
Oh, yeah.
They had that party room in there with the big screen TV.
Yeah.
Go in there and get pictures of beer. And
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Gaddy's, man. Yeah, I spent a lot of time with Mr. Gaddy's. Yeah.
Somebody today, past couple of days on the Cruise Rivergate, it was Jerry Malone commented about the Downtowner Motel where there was always parties there.
The Downtowner,
the one by Hooters.
Okay,
that's what it used to be called.
Oh shit!
And their bar was called the Upstairs Lounge.
Oh shit! I bet there were some real winners in there.
Dude, that was a good place.
I bet it was.
Years later, I went to a kid's birthday party up there. They'd rent it out for like whoever. It was already closed, but it was like real nostalgic. I went in there and I was like, wow.
Damn. Man. Mr. Pizza? You remember Mr. Pizza?
I don't remember Mr. Pizza. I remember a pizza under construction where Las Palmas is.
Oh, yeah. Y'all were talking about that.
You go in there and they'd hand you a crust, and then it was like a salad bar, and you'd make your own. They'd weigh it, and you'd pay, and they'd cook it.
Oh, shit. Okay, okay.
That was pretty cool.
What about the huge tire manufacturing plant across from McHenry Center?
I do remember that. They had livestock out front. And right down going down Gallatin Road, where Rivergate Toyota was Woodard's Garage, which was my neighbor that I grew up with. He's across the street.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
There was old Madison Barbecue down there, which was the old Madison beer joint.
Yeah.
It looked like a shack that was falling over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember we used to hit the back roads. Somebody would come pick me up. I never wanted to drive. I was like, man, I gotta come pick me up. We hit the back roads like Jolton, Gilletsville, and we'd come back out and we'd go to the plaza. We'd get to the plaza about 7. Just hammered. You know what I mean? We'd hang out at the plaza for
that early.
Yeah. And because we wanted to get to the mall, man, we were, and we'd cruise the mall and we'd go up to Hendersonville. and cruise up there. I mean, this was after your time, man. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't go to the dam. Y'all went to the dam.
Yeah.
So what was your routine?
Oh man, there's so many on there. I don't know. There was just like I was saying earlier. I mean, you had people that was from all over that would come out there, and you just hook up with. It was just random. I mean, you know.
So your basic routine. What was?
Oh, the basic routine.
Yeah.
We'd go cruise the mall for a little while. Get bored with that, and we'd go get us a little 6-pack somewhere. We'd ride up through Union Hill.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Union Hill, Friday night after the cruise, Union Hill Trading Post.
Union Hill Trading Post.
All you OG Goodlettsville people know where that's at.
That's it.
That's going to be the party afterwards.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out to the Trading Post. That's our spot. So if you hadn't been there,
good food, good people, cold beer.
That's it. Good. They make good drinks.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Great spot.
Good. Anyway, we cruise up through there. You know, we'd hang out, man. There was a little place up there off the road. You know, we all knew we could hang out for a little while, and then we'd go back to the mall. Police run us off. We go to the dam.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I mean, I may have rode out to the dam a few times, but it just wasn't part of my routine. Wasn't part of my routine.
Metro called us out there one night.
Okay, here we go. Here's the story.
There's a group of us out there at the dam.
Okay.
And it was we were all underage. We were probably all like 16, 17 years old. We was all driving age. There's probably 5 or 6 cars out there, and we really hadn't been drinking much, but there was some beer there.
Yeah.
And about 10:30, 11:15, like 5 Metro police cars come in, and there was nowhere to go. I mean, there's one way in, one way out. It's kind of dumb for us teenagers to be down there, but you know, we were dumb teenagers.
Yeah. So
anyway, they come over and they get us out of the cars. Man, they search our cars and they pull us beers out, and they look at us. You know, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? We all tell him. He says, "Well, time's your curfew." Oh, mine's 11:30. Oh, mine's midnight. You know. He said, "Well, y'all are not going to make your curfew tonight."
Oh, shit.
They opened the trunk of a police car, pulled out garbage bags, handed out garbage bags. Said, "Y'all need to go fill these garbage bags up." And kept us out there till about 1 a.m. Said, "All right, y'all going home. Good luck telling your parents what happened."
Yeah.
Explain this.
Yeah, explain this. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We might make a trip out to the dam Friday night.
Do the trifecta.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm sure there'd be some, you know, the older group before us, you know, Madison Square was the.
Oh, yeah, that was the spot.
Had
before
Shoney's.
Rivergate. Before Rivergate, it was the spot. Yeah.
That was there might be some of them old people out there, you know. Ain't no Shoney's there no more. Madison Square's still hanging in there.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It is. Real Goodlettsville OGs. OGs. When I say OGs, I mean original Goodlettsville's nowhere to go Friday night.
Yeah.
What I gonna say, but
I ain't saying nothing, but there's been a little
talk.
A little Facebook talk going on between a lot of original Goodlettsvilles, and they all know where the meeting spot is, and it's going to go on about 8:30.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
That's all he said. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, the girl that put this all together, said she has to know you because she delivered for them for the flower company.
Flower Express.
Yeah.
I just did it on the good holidays. Ed paid me cash. I could, you know, make about twice what I would in a week where I was working in one day.
Stacy, I have to look back. I've been making so many T-shirts and shit the last week or so. I don't even My mind is brain boggled right now. I don't even know what's going on. Somebody said Metro was cool back in the day. Not to Mike. Fucked him up.
Well, they were cool. They could have took us to damn jail that night.
Yeah, they could take you to jail.
Yeah, they could have.
Yeah, I remember we were cruised Rivergate, and a buddy of mine was at this girl's apartment. What were those apartments over there? You know, those apartments across from Cantrells on that side road over there.
Them scary apartments.
Yeah, they were right over on the side road.
I don't remember the name of them.
But anyways, I went and bought a bag of weed and went over there, met my buddy, and shit, I don't know if they fucking the dude I bought the weed from, they were following him or they were watching me, or I don't know what it was. But as soon as I got to that apartment, Goodlettsville came knocking on the fucking door. Boom, boom, boom. And fucking we opened the door and fucking they just came in. This is like, what the fuck? So we're standing in the living room of the apartment, and the door was open, like the sliding glass door was open. So they walked to the back. Two girls, because they walked to the back, and me and another dude were standing in there, and we just took off out the glass door. And it had been raining. As soon as I ran out the door, man, I slipped and fell right in the grass. I got up and took off running. And I made it about halfway around the apartment complex. I was trying to, Jason Davis lived over there. I was trying to find him. And as soon as I made it about halfway around the apartment complex, here they come. They seen me. They remembered the hat I was wearing, the clothes I was wearing. I was like, hey, where you going? Weren't you just in that apartment over there? Like, nah. Yeah, you were. Like, come here. Where you live? I told them where I lived. It was way down Dickerson Road, Campbell Road. And they were like, grab me one out of the freezer. I got you. And they said, you need to just walk your ass home. Just go ahead and walk home. Way down, way down by Carey's Corner, like Campbell Road. Like, what the, really? And them motherfuckers circled. They were making sure that my ass was walking home that night. Like, they were going to make sure my ass was walking home. Yeah. Goodlettsville back in the day, man. Woo, man, they were shit. Yeah, they made sure my ass was walking. They circled my ass 5 times, make sure I was walking my ass all the way to Campbell Road.
Goodlettsville was always tough, man.
Yeah.
Once they had your number, they were on you.
Yeah. Nah, it wasn't Rio Vista. Nah, it was across from Cantrell's Market on 2 Mile Pike. That road that runs right there, and it was an apartment complex right there on the right-hand side on that side road. I can't remember.
I know where you're talking. It's right if you're on the backside of them apartments, it's like Goodlettsville Elementary right there. Yeah. Somebody will know the name of it.
Shit, I remember.
I guarantee you, there's somebody on here that's OG Goodlettsville lived in that damn place.
Oh yeah. I remember one time too, man. Me and Sante Chang cruising Rivergate.
Who?
Sante Chang.
Oh God.
We're cruising Rivergate, and he was like, "Man, let's go downtown." I was like, "All right, cool, let's go downtown." That motherfucker got on 65, and we made it to downtown Nashville in about 6 minutes.
Were y'all in that Mustang?
We were in the second black Mustang he had. The first one they took from him.
Yeah, and Tim Preston got to drive it as a patrol car.
Boom! He did. It was the second one he had, and we made it in like 6 minutes. He was going about 120 miles an hour all the way to downtown Nashville. Like, my head was pinned to the fucking seat the whole fucking way. I ain't never drove that fast that long. And I still haven't. Fucking buck wild. I ain't never known anybody that fucking buck wild ever in my life.
Dude, I worked at when I was 16. My first job, one of my first jobs, I worked at Lee's Chicken right there when it first opened up, and I don't remember the guy's real name, but everybody called him Bilford, and he lived right over there by Brandy Will. And he had this old, it was like an old Volkswagen. And one night we were all over there and we got off work and we used to hang out on the roof of the building and, watch the mall, whatever.
Yeah.
You could get up there. Well, we got to talking and we bet him that he couldn't go over to the Toys R Us parking lot and turn around and come. It was like probably 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Turn around in the parking lot and come towards 2 Mile Pike and jump across it.
Oh God!
About 70 miles an hour in that old VW, man. He come rip roaring through Toys R Us, man. That car cleared every bit of 2 Mile Park and landed like, I think is it Glancy, whatever that road is, beside Lee's, man, and landed and sparks went everywhere. And it was like the greatest thing. Everybody was like, holy shit.
Woo!
He did it.
Oh man, I remember there was this crazy motherfucker that ran around out there named Tata, and he fucking stabbed somebody in fucking Toys R Us parking lot one night.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking stabbed him right in his gut. Yeah, man, fucking crazy, man. Golly.
I worked with this other guy out there. And he had an old Mustang too. It was orange and white. And his last name, I think his name was Ron Stoner, but his last name was Stoner, and he had a personalized tag that said Stoner.
And surprised they made that.
Yeah,
because his last name was Stoner. I guess they were like, hey,
yeah, they give it to him. Like the first fucking time I went out with him in this car, we're going down Gallatin Road, and there's a cop behind us, and he's like, oh shit, there's a cop behind me. And he turns by Madison Bowling Alley and goes down that damn little road. And,
oh God.
And of course, the cop's like,
woo! Oh no.
And we wasn't doing nothing. We didn't have nothing,
Yeah.
But that was like a profile right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
License plate Stoner. Yeah. Let's pull this dude over in a bright orange.
Yeah, why would you fucking have a Stoner license plate?
Dumb.
Yeah, he gonna get pulled over every time. 1976, my dad was NYPD and worked nights. My mom and her girlfriend would go cruise Madison. And when I was like 6 years old, they'd make me lay down in the back seat of a 68 Charger when they cruised around so nobody would see there was a kid in the back seat. Lay down. We don't want nobody to see the kid. Damn, you are an OG.
I can remember one time the older guys in our neighborhood. One of them's dad. I was real young. One of them's dad had given me a custom conversion van. It was like a 70s, had the shag carpet, man, the little heart windows.
Yeah.
Anyway, they let us younger guys go with them, and we all go out cruising, man, and we go over to Madison Square, and you got like the Shoney's, and that was when Madison Square was hopping, and there was some people cruising, and anyway, they got to talking to some girls, and they said, "Well, pull over here and we'll all talk." And I remember they opened that sliding door, and like there was like
some 13-year-olds,
like 15 of us in the back, anywhere from like 12 years old to like 17, and they just got in the car and left.
Oh shit! Yeah,
had a whole carload of old hard dick boys.
Teenage fucking hard dicks. That's funny, man. Oh man. They caught fire a few years back. What caught fire? Were we talking about something? What caught fire?
I don't know.
I missed something.
I missed something too.
I got 3 compliments on my car sticker day. You mean Jeff, not Mike.
Oops.
Moss Trail. Was that the name of the?
Yes, that's them apartments.
Yeah,
That's my beautiful wife right there.
Connie. Thank you, Connie. Yes.
Moss Trail.
That's it.
That was for Goodlettsville, that was kind of a ghetto apartment.
Yeah. Tracy Wheeler said my babysitter would take me to cruise Rivergate in the late 70s. Let me hang out and yell at the guys they thought were cute.
Right on.
Yeah. What's up, Todd Ray?
Man, that was these kids nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
They connect with that, you know. I'm guilty, man. I love being on Facebook, man. I like seeing what my friends are doing, my old friends, keeping up.
Same.
And Connie, my dear wife, she's like, God, get off your phone. You're addicted to it. And it's just, but kids nowadays, man, they don't. Back then, you didn't know if you went to school with somebody, you would see them every day. But the only place to meet other people, you know, is maybe church.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I mean, it was the mall.
That's it.
That's where you.
That was it.
That was your social community.
Yeah. That was it, man. You went to the mall and hung out. And, yeah, man.
And you had to have guts too, because it wasn't no Facebook.
It wasn't for the faint of heart, baby.
You wasn't behind the damn screen. You was walking up and saying, "Hey, girl."
That's it. Yeah.
And what about when, you know, you'd say, "Hey, can I have your number?" And they give you your phone number, and then next day you call their house and Dad be like, "Hello."
Right.
You're like, "Hey, can I speak to Connie?" Who is this?
Right. Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
Taco Bell in Hendersonville. Yeah, we used to do that. That was in our area, Todd. Yeah, Gulfport Plaza.
The car wash in Hendersonville that's right, I think at New Shackle.
Yeah.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, that was a good little hangout.
Yeah, that was a good little hangout. That's where a lot of like on the weekends, if we was looking for somebody to race, we'd go up there and you'd find somebody always hanging out.
Yeah, there was like later on they built those the volleyball courts up there. You remember that? They built the volleyball courts up there. That was a good little spot to hang out too, man. You always see some people up there too.
There's always like dude, his name was Greg Canasta. He had an old Nova, and across the top of the windshield said Novocaine. And he always thought it was the fastest thing on the damn planet.
But it wasn't.
You know, I mean, everybody's cruising Rivergate, and they're like, "Hey, let's go up to Hendersonville, screw with that Novocaine guy."
Let's go mess with Novocaine.
Thinks he's badass.
Let's go mess with Novocaine. Yeah, we used to when we used to race, we used to go up to fucking Baker Station Market and turn around and race back to the plaza.
Yeah.
That was They'll race to the plaza and then back to the
or you could
race up to fucking Baker Station and back.
Or you could go up to the top of the hill to Ridgetop and everybody meet in that gas station parking lot there where the red light is and race in towards Greenbrier, because then there wasn't no Ridgetop police.
Yeah, I never did go up the ridge, man.
Wasn't no Greenbrier police, and you had to wait on the county. So, you know, if there was a group of 5-10 cars, we go up there and everybody, you know, get a couple quick races in and leave.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, my drive. I mean, that was always.
My drive.
I was always scared to race on my drive because people would crash and you go to jail.
Yeah.
Wasn't my thing.
Guy came in today and bought a T-shirt. He went to Father Ryan. Can't remember his fucking name. I wish I could, because Connie's on.
You know, Connie, I know who.
Yeah. He graduated in 1988. I can't remember his fucking name.
That'd been with her brother.
Yeah. But anyways, they owned Cornelia Ford Airport, which was in Inglewood. And he said they used to fucking go down there and fucking drag race. Like, he used to take his buddies down there to Community Ford Airport. I wish I would have known that motherfucker back then. So we could go down there and fucking drag race and not have to worry about the shit.
Man, I dated this girl for a short time in high school, and her parents or grandparents, one owned the golf course there by Old Hickory Bridge.
Yeah.
Forget what it was called back then, Mobley's or something. I don't remember what it was, but she had a key to it.
Oh, shit.
To the front gate. And man, a lot of nights we'd all meet up and be like, just go over to the damn golf course, open the key. We'd go back on the back nine back there and
fucking party.
Have a big old party.
Oh,
Nobody'd ever know.
What the fuck?
That was good times. And that was in between the dam and the mall.
Yeah, Kimberly said Rivergate skating rink.
Oh, that was another like parents' daycare. They just drop you off.
Oh,
it's like
man.
Opryland.
Yeah. Oh, my parents dropped me off at Rivergate skating rink. Boy, I would just hang out there. Used to do the air bands and fucking,
All right, who remembers the DJ's name at Rivergate skating
It's
rink?
Dick.
Disco Dick.
Disco Dick. Yeah. Yeah. Disco Dick.
Yeah. Parents would drop you off with like a $10 bill, roll of quarters.
Yeah. A lot of times I didn't even skate.
And they wouldn't even let you out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. Couldn't leave.
Mm-mm. They'd have them lock-ins keep you all
night. Yeah. I did some lock-ins. Yeah, I wouldn't even skate a lot of times. I would just walk around that bitch, man. But I did skate though.
Oh, I was skating fool.
Yeah, no, I could skate, man.
It.
I could skate. A lot of times I wouldn't skate. I would just walk around, man. Find chasing the girls around.
Then there was at one time there was right there like in front of where Service Merchandise used to be, and then it was Tennessee Speed Sport for years where I worked at, and then right in front of it, there was a teen club there for a long time.
Yeah, what was the name of it? God,
I don't know.
I went to it.
We always thought it was gay because it's like people your age.
Yeah, it was.
I never went there.
Yeah, I went to it.
Club
I went to it. Golly, man, I can't remember the name. Teen club. What was the name of the teen club? Come on, y'all help me out. Yeah, the cars we had back then.
Dude, I had like an arsenal of cars because
Mike tells me about his cars all the fucking time.
I had like an arsenal of cars because some of the Goodlettsville policemen didn't really like me, and they knew my cars, so like I would always have to switch up. Maybe even midnight, I would take one home and go get another one. One of my favorites was about a '76 Plymouth. It's like I don't know. It was an old state trooper car. I bought it at state auction, and we got it all running. And one night, me and my buddies went out there, and we taped up like all the lights and the windows, and went to Dollar General and bought like a case of black spray paint, and we painted the whole car, like all of it: tires, wheels, chrome trim, everything.
Painted it black.
Looked like the Blues Brothers car. And we'd cruise them all on that thing.
Christian Proc. You remember Christian Proc?
Christian Proc.
Yeah. So nobody can beat Christian Proc. What do you have? What kind of car?
What do you drive?
Yeah. Texaco's only purpose to me was the bathroom.
I almost went to jail at that Texaco one night for.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
One of the people I was with went in there and destroyed the bathroom. Not using the bathroom, but destroyed the bathroom.
Oh God!
Being a fucking drunk jerk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And come running out the front door with the lady that owned it or worked there or whatever, chasing them, and I seen it going on, and that motherfucker got abandoned. We fucking peeled ass and left. And later on that night, Gillisville police over at the mall pulls us over. Did y'all have anything to do with that going over there?
Nah.
It's like, nope. We just pulled in and let somebody out to go use the bathroom. Can't help it. They destroyed it. We didn't know what had happened at the time, but we found out later.
That's where I blew up my Trans Am. Might drive.
Who remembers the water and skate park that was behind Europa?
Yeah, there was a skate park. There was a skate park, though. I remember.
It wasn't open very many years. I remember when I was in junior high school, they had closed it, but all the stuff was still there. And a certain person that lived behind, like, was it Calhoun's? Was there Calhoun's?
Yeah, there was a Calhoun's.
Lived right behind Calhoun's. I ain't gonna name no names.
We ain't naming no names.
The house right behind Calhoun's. Went over there one night and relieved them of all their outdoor speakers.
Yeah, you told me that story.
And mounted
you told me that.
Mounted them on their parents' house.
Yes.
So on any given Friday or Saturday night at the mall,
you could hear some blaring fucking.
It sounded like a concert going on.
Oh God!
I hope you're listening tonight, Brandy Wilt.
That's funny. God, that's some funny shit, man. That's some funny fucking shit right there, man. Oh man. I lived in Canadian Fork. I think that was lying. No, man, I don't think he was lying, man. I don't think he was lying.
Who's lying about what?
Connie said I lived on Canadian Fork. I think that was lying. No, that dude had some stories about Canadian Fork. That motherfucker stood in here for an hour and told me stories about Canadian Fork because I used to tell him we used to ride our bikes down there and saw dope dealing going on. He had a bunch of stories.
It was a small airport. Of course, there was some dope dealing going on.
Of course.
I think they're going to fly it into Metro.
Alfalfas.
Alfalfas.
That was it. Todd knew it. He called it. Yeah. Thanks, Todd.
All right. Well, there was another bar that was up there in the corner in the corner of Target, like where Target went down and then it turned and go down the hill towards where Chuck E. Cheese was. There's one in the corner right there. And it was like Spanky's or Moe's or had some stupid name to it.
I don't remember that.
That's before your time. Somebody will know.
Yeah, right there on the corner. Yeah, in between Target and Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, right in that corner of that building.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. That was 50 years ago. 40 years ago.
Your grandparents lived right there by Rivergate, didn't they?
Yeah, all my family did for a long time. Yeah. Well, my mother's side.
Here's the rain. It's raining. Like a motherfucker.
It's back in here.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
That old mall, sad the shape it's in nowadays.
It is. You walk around that some bitch now, man, it's fucking sad. The way it used to be back in the 80s, it was popping. Man, it was popping.
I worked for Tennessee Speed Sport for 30 years, and in 1997 we moved from down on West End to Rivergate, where the old service merchandise was. And in 97, I mean, the mall was still kind of, it was still kind of going on. It was still kind of going on, and I worked there for I don't know, another out there at Rivergate until 2017 or 18, and by that time, man, it was ghetto gate, man.
Yeah, it was
awful.
It was like the bus, when the buses, they put those bus lines up there and it was just like,
dude, we'd be out there and our cars would get broke into, and you go to the mall and it'd be just thugs, and it was just awful.
Yeah, there was a lot of shootings going on.
What's Connie saying now?
I do too, but never seen any races. Police lived on that road. I did see a ride, Goodyear blimp, police helicopter, and stuff like that. And this dude was like, he was legit. He was legit, Connie. I wish I knew his fucking name. I do. And his family owned Cornelia Ford. His family owned it. Cancun restaurant. Remember that?
Cancun?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good Mexican restaurant. Yeah. It's a good one.
Who said that?
Stacey Elmore.
Stacey Elmore.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacey Elmore, I see your Nashville history posts all the time.
Yeah.
You do a good job with that girl.
Yeah. She's all over it. She's all over it. Ooh, shit. Lights are flickering. We might the podcast might end because the damn lights might go. We might lose electricity in this bitch. Yeah. Or we might lose internet or some shit. Yeah. Oh, he said dark as hell here on Mott Drive. Yeah, dude, it's bad out there right now, man. Yeah, I'm excited about the cruise, man. I'm gonna get out there about 5:30. Jeepers are meeting at Chili's at 5:30. Original Goodlettsfield knows where to meet.
About 8:30.
8:30. Yeah.
If all of us old fuckers can stay up that late.
Oh, we can. I'm gonna be there. 8:30.
I don't know if you're allowed. Well, you don't even know where the original is, so
I don't know where the original is.
I ain't telling you.
I know where it's at. You told me already.
Oh, damn.
You told me already.
Well,
I'm there. I'm there. You got to get in the Jeep with us, man. Because we go hit it, son.
I wished I had something cool to ride in nowadays.
That's all right. Yeah. We're gonna hit it up. It's gonna be a good night. I'm so glad they finally said you can do it. You can have it. The motherfuckers were like, we need to just let this shit happen because they wasn't gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah, and when they did
can't stop the train.
When they did that, Goodlettsville and Metro Police were both like,
thank God. This
was gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad because we were coming, son. We were like, you can't stop this shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm from the original group. I'm not the original group, but I'm from one of the early groups that cruised out there, and the mall didn't care, man. I mean, we would park in the parking lots and hang out and ride around and go from here to there to there to there, and back in the day, there wasn't a whole lot of. There was fights that went on and stuff, but it wasn't no crazy shit, man. We did burnouts, and occasionally somebody might get run over.
Yeah.
But, we were a good bunch of kids,
Yeah, just so everybody knows, if you come out there and cause trouble this Friday, it's gonna be a group of Generation Xers who are gonna nip that shit in the bud, son.
Yeah.
Don't even try it.
We didn't fight with guns and knives back then. It was
we're gonna nip that
settle that shit like men.
We're gonna nip that shit. There ain't gonna be no trouble caused. We're gonna act civilized. And
exactly.
Yeah.
Act like adult human beings. There will be a police present, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
they're gonna be there.
They're gonna be there. Yeah. Don't think you're gonna come out there and
act a fool.
Don't think you're gonna come out there and do donuts in the parking lot, and and fucking act a fool, and it ain't gonna happen. There's too many Generation Xers who have enough money to get themselves out of trouble. Because we're gonna nip that
I
shit.
don't know. There's a lot of Generation Xers out there that can afford the cars that they wanted then, that they have now. They can do them donuts and afford to get out of jail.
That's the truth. That's true. But we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to act civilized and do it right. We want to just act like human beings.
No, we're gonna get out there and we're gonna act like the fucking Gen Xers we are.
That's it.
And just have a fucking good time.
That's it. That's it.
Enjoy each other's company.
That's it. Slap some fives, give some bro hugs.
Somebody might get shot in the face with a water gun.
We talked about that.
I might have a squirter on the hood of my truck turning sideways, so when you look at me, you're gonna get.
Yeah, the water gun thing, man. I'm making cruising with water guns. Yeah, don't be surprised if you don't see me in a motherfucking Jeep with a water gun. You get squirted with a water gun.
And it's all in good fun.
It
was fun then. Nobody got mad. You'd laugh about it.
Yes.
Till the girlfriend got hit.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, so what are we going to predict here? How many people?
All right, I want to hear this from everybody. There's no way. There's going to be no way to count it, but I'm gonna say 1,200.
I'm gonna go higher.
You gonna go higher?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many people are on the We Cruise Rivergate Facebook thing right now?
All right, let's pull it up.
And we'll say a third of them. But you might be all over it.
Let's pull it up here.
Be conservative and say a third.
All right, let's see here. Let's go to events. Let's pull it up.
What are you gonna dial up here?
Nah, man. I got the fucking. No, sir.
We are in the 80s.
All right. So 5.7 thousand people responded.
So you're pretty close to it. When I said a third, that's
1.2 thousand people going. Okay, it's going to be more.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these people who are interested, 4.5 thousand people are interested. Some of those people have not said that they're going.
Hit that going.
Yeah. Hit that going.
Hit it.
Hit that going. Yeah.
Don't let them all be surprised when 5,000 cars show up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's let the mall and let's let Rivergate, Gillisville, Metro, let's let them all know, dude, we're gonna show up in full force.
Yeah.
That was our place. That was our meeting point. That was our social media back in the day.
So Stacy says 800 cars. I say more than that.
800 cars on a weekend in the 80s was lame.
The originator says 2,500.
Get it, girl.
Yeah.
I'm more into.
Kimberly says 3,000.
Kimberly Weston.
Yeah.
I'm more in for saying that 2,500, 3,000 cars. I'm gonna say that it's gonna be packed.
Yeah.
And
It's just gonna be
and it's gonna
packed.
be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's just gonna be a lot of fun. And Lisa, we really appreciate you putting this together, man. It's just, great idea. It needed to be done. Didn't it?
Right on.
It needed to be done.
That's a killer idea. As soon as I seen it, I was like, wow.
Yeah. Needed to be done.
Everybody look out there this weekend for my boy Jeff. He might have something for everybody.
Yeah. Mike gave me a pretty good idea. So I'm gonna work on that tomorrow.
see a Jeep with a big boy in it and a beautiful blonde.
Yeah. Big boy in a Jeep.
With a beautiful blonde.
Beautiful blonde side.
There he is.
There I am. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be just jammed up. It's gonna be jammed up.
If we got 2,500 cars out there, and
you
everybody
ain't gonna get in.
Just hey, if it gets to be too much traffic, just
park in the parking lot.
Just pull over and park somewhere and get out of your car.
We just cruise in the parking lots. Just zigzag.
Just park and get out, and everybody talk.
Yeah, just park.
Do the whole thing. Leave your phone in your car.
Yeah,
get out.
No
and talk
phones.
To each other.
Leave your phones in the car. No phones. We want a lot
of videos. We want some videos.
Yeah, we're gonna do some videos. There's gonna be people that have got the drones. We're gonna do drone videos. We need to put something together. Yeah. Put some videos together. Yeah. It's gonna be something else. It's gonna be something to see.
I'm in.
Yeah. We're in. Lisa said, I told my husband when he went to work this morning after I created the event, and he said, okay, honey. It blew up. Yeah, it blew the fuck up. Yeah. I've sold like 200 shirts. Yeah, there's gonna be people wearing the shirts. Yeah, I don't think that I'm gonna be wearing a shirt after I've made all these shirts. I don't think I'm gonna be wearing one of the shirts. I think that I'm gonna wear like an Opryland theme park shirt or a 103 KDF shirt. Like the Opryland theme park shirt is probably what I'm gonna be wearing, or a KDF shirt. I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. Mike, you gonna wear your KDF shirt? What are you gonna wear?
I don't know.
I'm talking about what he's gonna wear.
I might wear one of them KDF shirts.
KDF.
Who knows what I'm gonna show up in?
Yeah, the shirts, man. I was just when I made the shirt, I was like, look, I'm gonna make me a shirt for this thing, man. I cruised Rivergate for the last time, and Rick, one of the tenders that works here, came up front. He was like, dude, you need to put that out there, man. There's gonna be other people who are gonna want that shirt. And I was like, shit, you're right. So I hit Lisa up and I'm like, hey, put this out there, man. So people want it, man. It blew up, son. Yeah, and I'm gonna have them afterwards too. Like if you still want the shirts, like I'm still gonna have them too. If you want the shirts afterwards, I'm still gonna have them. So afterwards, if you still want the shirt, come by the shop. I got you.
And besides just that shirt, man, you guys come by here. He's got a whole rack full of like old cool retro shirts, man. I mean, the KDF stuff. He's got some
Boar's Nest, Opryland.
Yeah.
I got you. I can hook you up.
Even if you don't want your windows tints, it's just a cool place to come by and hang out.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a cool spot.
But if you want the best winter tinter in the whole area, that's your man right there.
That's true. I can hook you up.
A lot of experience.
A lot of experience. Been there, done that. Yeah. Yeah. But going back to the cause of trouble thing, just don't do it. Just it just wouldn't be wise.
Yeah, man. We're all going to have a good time, hook up, and reminisce.
That's it.
Talk about old times. Yeah. See some cool rides.
Oh, there's gonna be some
people you ain't seen in forever.
Yeah. Man, there's gonna be some cool ass fucking hot rods. People got to, there's gonna be some cool ass fucking hot rods. It's funny, man. Somebody posted something. It was like, show us the ride that you're gonna be riding. 3/4 of the fucking rides were Jeeps. And somebody said, damn, it's gonna be a Jeep show. Yeah, a lot of Jeeps. You're gonna see a lot of Jeeps that night. You're gonna see a lot of Jeeps.
I'll probably be an old cat eye Chevrolet that I've drove for 20-something years now.
No, you're gonna be with me.
Oh, that's right. I am riding
Yeah,
with
you
you.
ride with me. Stacy says she's wearing a KDF shirt. There you go. I got you. Tell him to come by here. I'll hook him up with a KDF shirt.
Got them hanging over there, ready.
Yeah, ready. Brian's Motorsports guys are coming. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Look, I done devoted two podcasts to this thing, man. You know I'm excited.
Brian Hayes even old enough to cruise tomorrow. Love you, bro. Mean it.
It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. All right, I think we've done enough damage for tonight. Done enough damage.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
I hope to see a whole lot of people
I
there
do
this weekend,
too,
man, that I hadn't
can't
seen in a
wait.
long time.
I can't wait. It's gonna be, whoo, man, it's gonna be something else.
How many comments you got tonight?
Oh man, I don't know, man. I have to go back and look. Bunch. Yeah, it's been fun, man. But yeah, I hope to see a bunch of people out there. I know, man, a lot of people have commented and sent me messages, and said they're gonna be there. It's gonna be fun.
Epic.
It's gonna be epic. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere you can find a podcast. Peace out, suckers.
Peace.
Peace.